Hi everyone, hope you're well. Today I wanted to talk about something quite interesting and that's not really discussed in the Indian context at all, like a lot of things about sexuality and taboo topics that are not discussed. So, hear me out before you get too confused. Hear me out. I'm going to give you a definition and then we're going to go into some ways to practice this, what I'm talking about. Oftentimes, in the urban Indian context, while we date or we meet someone, or even like when we're trying to get married and someone is sending us someone's resume, right? Like the arranged marriage system to date someone, there is this idea that good sexual chemistry will lead to good sex. That if I have to have good sex with someone, there has to be good sexual chemistry to begin with. Now let's differentiate between the two. Let's do a little bit of work in like understanding what that is. Good sexual chemistry or good chemistry is when I look at someone's hair or eyes or personality traits like they're very kind or they're very empathetic, and my nervous system is reacting really well to those qualities that they have. My hormones start flowing and the juices start feeling like tingly and nice, and like there's a whole chemical soup happening in my body, and the soup is like stirring up really nice aromas in my internal mind. It's making me feel like I'm pulled towards this person, and that person also feels similarly about me, about my eyes or my hair or something in my personality that they like. That is chemistry. That is good chemistry, good sexual chemistry, okay? That, my friends, that's just an ingredient to a dish that you actually have to cook, which is the good sex part, okay? The ingredients do not automatically mean that your dish will turn out to be good. So, good sex is not really all about just the ingredients involved. Good sex is just not only about how much sexual chemistry there is in the beginning. Good sex is practice. It's a discipline. It's an investment in someone. It's an art, it's a craft, and you have to learn to master that with another person. So oftentimes people will get very confused and they'll say, my God, I was so attracted to this person and like the sex was so bad. And they didn't treat me well. And I felt so empty after having sex with them. And then I'll ask them, we'll push that and I'll ask them, well, what is the practice that you have with this person? What's your relationship? And oftentimes people will say that the relationship is fragmented, that they don't really know the person too well, that there hasn't been a lot of sharing or friendship or vulnerability that has been exchanged before, that people don't feel actually comfortable revealing their vulnerabilities with that sexual partner, right? Or that sometimes some people feel like this sexual partner reveals too much too soon, and it's not the right balance for me. And I just want you to make that connection, that those two are connected. Just because you have good sexual chemistry with someone doesn't mean that when you get in bed with them, if they have unchecked trauma, you have unchecked trauma, if you don't have a proper relationship that is mutual, that is happening from a space of trust and care, you're not probably going to feel like the sex is amazing. And even if you have sex that is amazing for a few weeks or let's say for a few months, more often than not, when your relationship itself is struggling, the sex will decline. The sexual chemistry decreases, and the sexual art, the practice of having sex with this person just feels worse and worse and worse over some time, until either the sex ends, or you stop feeling attraction for this person, or you come up with a lot of judgment. You find yourself judging this person a lot. You have a lot of conflict. that has nothing to do with the sexual chemistry part. It has nothing to do with how that person looks, or how that person's eyes are shaped, or if they put on weight or they lost weight. It has to do with your relationship over time becoming kind of weak, because the two of you, or maybe one of you, or maybe all of you, haven't actually given it time, space, attention, and investment to keep on bringing it back on track as life changes. Because life, the nature of life is to change. So when we feel good sexual chemistry towards a partner, right, when we feel really pulled towards them, my number one advice or tip is to wait, is to breathe, is to get to know them a little bit, is to see, how do they handle conflict? Are they with somebody else on the side? And are they not telling me that? Are they really not okay internally? Am I feeling safe with them to reveal my heart? And more often than not, you'll find when you can do those things that I just said with someone, the sex feels good, the sex feels connected, and over time it gets deeper. And that is why good sexual chemistry should not be equated automatically with a good sexual connection with a human being. A good sexual connection is very holistic, folks. So here are my 2 cents for the holistic, more integrative way of ensuring that your sexual health with a partner remains happy, fulfilled, joyful, meaningful, and deep. And if it doesn't, then maybe there are things to look at. Okay, I hope this video was helpful. Have a nice day.